What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I've just got to a rummage sale. I am inside. I'm looking for things I can buy and sell on eBay or Amazon, make some money. This rummage sale happens twice a year. It's usually pretty good. I find a few things to make some money. Here's the toys. Checking it out. Hoping to find some, great stuff, some vintage stuff. But I see this Hyper Dash game, and I sell those on Amazon. Just sold one recently for 50 bucks, so happy to pick that up. And I've got some media. Checking the cassettes to see if there's any, metal, rock, anything special. There's some DS games. I don't even get hyped when I see DS games anymore because it's always like the same three games that are just worth nothing, it feels like. Every time, just the same DS games. It goes that way with a lot of video games, actually. So I'm heading over to the shoes because I've had some incredible shoe deals at this rummage sale. Last time I was here, I remember I got the Red Wing boots, I believe for only $1. I sold those for 120 bucks. I got some San Antonio Shoe Company shoes that I ended up selling for $90 plus shipping. Just shipped those out last week, actually. So really good shoe finds. I just picked up some kind of dirty Saucony shoes, put in the bag. I'm pretty sure I didn't end up buying those. I put them back. Just unfortunately, no good shoes here today that I really saw. At least, good enough that I want to take the time to sell them. I'd like to make $15, $20. I want them to be clean, so I don't have to take any time to clean them. So just ended up walking away from the shoes empty-handed. Books, I'm pretty sure I found a Stephen King book last time I was here as well. Today, I'm not seeing much of anything, and when these rummage sales happen twice a year, they kind of get tapped out, right? Because there's just not enough people to donate to them, I guess. Everyone that does every year, they just don't have more stuff, so I don't know. I still like to come. There's still stuff to be found, that's for sure. Checking out the table here to see if I see anything, and I see some kind of smaller items that maybe you can make a little bit of money on. I'm not trying to buy too many small items, especially at these rummage sales, because things are so cheap that you could just buy so much stuff and make money on. It's just kind of not worth your time sometimes. Hats. I'm just checking to see if there's any awesome vintage hats. I see this Colts hat here. It's Reebok. They're not great. It's in bad condition, so I just end up putting that back. I don't need another super low-end hat like that to deal with, especially in that condition. I'm going to head back here to this other back room where there's clothing and see if there's any good vintage clothing. Here's a rack of some men's shirts. I don't see anything right off, but I see some vintage clothing here I want to take a look at. Got this grandpa sweater. Yeah, there's probably some money to be made, especially if you sell on Etsy or Poshmark. Vintage stuff, clothing, not huge money. If I was like a full-time clothing reseller and that was all I was selling, I'd probably pick that up, especially at 50 cents. I think there's probably some money to be made there. But I see this Family Guy shirt. I'm like, ooh, is this vintage? Stewie with money. I just threw it in the bag. I'm like, oh, whatever, 50 cents. We'll figure it out later. And some of those, Simpsons, Family Guy shirts, especially if they're older, vintage, unique, can sell for, $50, $60. But I see this jersey. I'm like, well, let's check this out. And I see it's Starter, and that's really good. Starter, 1998 jersey, 50 cents. It's in amazing condition. Some of those, especially pro lines, certain players, certain teams, can be hundreds of dollars. So at 50 cents, it's just a good pickup. Of course, I'll go over everything I did pick up today in the video at the end. Just some really incredible pickups going to this rummage sale. I'm getting ready to go to some garage sales after as well. Now here's an Old Navy. I don't know if this was actually vintage. Here's some America sweatshirts. Probably, again, some money to be made on those. I just don't want to buy them and sell them. Honestly, I don't like selling clothing, so I don't buy a lot of it. It's just the lower end stuff like that. A jersey for 50 cents, though, I'll pick up. So here we are at a garage sale. I got some great stuff at that rummage sale, too. I must have turned the camera off, before I finished looking through stuff, but I'll show you that. And just hitting this garage sale now. The footage for these garage sales are going to be terrible because I switched to my phone, which the video settings got turned down to 30 FPS or something, and just reset. So yeah, they're not that great. Sorry about that. So here's some baseball cards, $15 a box. I'm not really interested in. Just kind of searching this sale. Boy, this footage is bad. Here's something for $25 though. I couldn't believe it. This is a arcade 1-up machine, and do I really want to buy this big thing and deal with it? I ended up looking it up, and sure enough, I'm like, oh, I have to buy it now that I see how much they're worth. And yeah, $25 is just a bargain, so I picked it up for sure. Does this work okay?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take the game.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
I'll have to get my cards.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. Yep.
Luckily, it fit in the car. I was able to carry it without destroying my spine, so I'll live another day. But at this sale, I see this Lego Technics sealed box for $10. Didn't really think about it, just grabbed it. This sale, we got some, what is it, DVD or VHS rewinder and an ink cartridge. But I see something out of the corner of my eye, and I rush over here real quick. Vintage video games. And unfortunately, these things were all priced appropriately. Sports games at $10 with the manual. NBA Jam there, is about a $15, $20 game, priced $10. They had some manuals there, priced $8 with no games. The Xbox games, 2 for $1. They just weren't anything special. It's unfortunate, but I had to pass on them. But let me show you what I got today. Here is the haul. Got some great stuff going to some garage sales and a rummage sale. I'll just start down here at this end. I got this Patriots jersey at the rummage sale. I think I paid 50 cents for it. It is a vintage 1998 starter. Unfortunately, it does not say Pro line on here, which would make it more valuable, it seems. I saw one that's just like this, Pro line. So for around $200. The thing with jerseys are the comps are kind of weird on most of them, it seems like. This isn't a very popular player, I don't think. It does matter. It does matter if it's Pro line. I still think this is $50 to $100 jersey. I'll probably price it about $75 to start, and just start lowering the price from there. I also picked up at the rummage sale this Stewie shirt because I wasn't sure if it was vintage. It had a Delta tag on it. Unfortunately, looking up comps, it doesn't look very good. I probably won't even list it. Back up here on the table, I got this vintage Galaxy fan, and you know what? It was $5. It's extremely clean. I've sold a few of these in the past year. I believe the blue blades do a bit better, but this one's so nice and clean. Of course, I had to pick it up. I'll probably sell it between $40 and $50. Probably price it right around $45 plus shipping. These things do cost a decent amount to ship, which is why you can't get any more money for it because people aren't going to pay a high price and high shipping on top of that. But still at $5, I don't even have to clean this thing. I'm just going to list it and sell it. Here's some plush. I got these Garfield plush at a garage sale. I paid $1 for some of them, 50 cents for others. And some of these vintage Garfield plush can be pretty decent money, especially the one that's wearing the McDonald's employee outfit. Can sell for, I think it was a couple $100. I just grabbed these blind because they were so cheap. I figured worst case scenario, I bundle them all together and sell them, and I'm still going to make money. This one was kind of unique. I thought, hey, this one could be big money. It's not really. I think average, I could definitely make $10 a piece on these. Some of these ones that stick on their cars that everyone had in their cars in the 80s, some people are still looking for them. A lot of these are sun damaged just because they've been in cars and been in the sunlight. This one, oh no, Garfield. This one, I think the eyes might be a little. There was one, I'm like, ooh, a pink Garfield. Had the suction cups, so it was there also. This one could be unique, and I'm like, oh, that's not pink, that's just sun faded. Anyways, I'm going to estimate about $40 profit minimum on these Garfield plush. At the rummage sale, I believe I paid 50 cents a piece for these. Just some Lion King small Disney plush here. I believe this one was selling for like $12 or $14 by itself. The rest around $7. I'm going to lot them together, sell them all at once, and I should make right around $10 profit on those. Here's a great find. This scanner at the rummage sale, paid $1 for it. I think I got this on camera. I may have already turned off the camera. I was just done and getting ready to leave and walk past the table, and I'm like, hey, I didn't see this. $1, that's going to be worth $1. I didn't know it was going to be worth $100 though. That's what it's selling for. This one seems to be new, unused in box even, so I might be to price this about $120. Kind of crazy, right? Just a dollar into $100, just sitting there, almost walked past it. Couple more items I got at the rummage sale. I got this Power Rangers Imaginext Tiger Zord. No figure, no dart that goes in the gun. I paid $1 for it. I wasn't sure because some of this Imaginext Power Ranger stuff is pretty decent money, and I'm not sure which ones are the valuable ones, so I just grabbed this one. If it had the White Ranger and the accessories, we'd be looking at around $30, $35, I think, but as is, I'm just going to lot it up with a bunch of other Imaginext stuff. Below it is a Hyperdash game. These sell pretty decent on Amazon for about $40. I believe I paid $1 for this. Here's the MASH DVD collection. I paid $6 for it. I have sold a different version of the DVD collection. I got about $40, $45 for it. Looks like this one will sell for about $40 as well. I haven't opened up all the cases to see if the discs are in there, but I just grabbed it at $6. The garage sale, I picked up a Kenyo, a dual VHS rewinder. I sell these on Amazon. I get about $40, $45 for them. So at $2, that's a good pickup. Below it, I just picked this up because it was sealed. Word Thief. I don't think I've ever bought this game or seen it. It was $1, and it does look like I can sell it on eBay for about $20 plus shipping. So definitely worth it. Easy to list, easy to ship. Here's a great find. This Wilson baseball glove, and I picked this up for $3 at a garage sale, and it's about a $50, $60 glove. I'm probably going to price it $60. This is in great condition, and we're in baseball glove season. Always love finding quality baseball gloves. They're just easy to deal with. So at this garage sale, I found some vintage calculators. These were $2 and $1. And I've talked about calculators like this in the past. Some of them can be very big money. They're collectible. Usually you want names like HP or Texas Instruments, something like that usually helps. But some of these obscure brands like Rockwell, the infrared kind of style, these are very clean. Now I look at them, very clean. Got the power adapter. Unfortunately, they're not that desirable. I'll probably lot them together, and I'm still going to make at minimum $10 profit. Here's a Homedics massager. I believe I've sold every single one of these I've listed over the past decade. Got the attachments, $3. I'll be able to sell it between $25, $30 plus shipping is usually what I sell these for. So someone left a comment about me making a video about bad buys and things that don't sell and stuff like that. Not to sound conceited or whatever, but I don't make a lot of mistakes. Even if I buy something that's not great, you can usually get your money back if you're buying it at the right price. Now, here's what happened with these. I saw them, I picked this up, and keep in mind, I don't own Apple products. I don't know anything about Apple earbuds. But I thought these were earbuds. I didn't see a cord. I thought, oh, at $5, these are gonna be great. Picked them up. Even when I went to pay for them, the lady that was having the garage sale, her friend was there. She's like, you're selling these for $5? I had to pay $99 to get mine. And the woman looked at me all like sad and is like, oh, that's why he's buying them. And I was afraid she wasn't going to sell them to me. So I jumped in and I'm like, oh, these are the old models. Like these aren't, probably worth $99 anymore, which I thought, was true. I assumed they probably weren't the newest earbuds, and I assumed they weren't worth actually $99, but were, somewhere in the $50 range. But anyway, when I got them home, I saw that they were just the ones with the cord. Not really worth $5. I mean, I can probably get my money back. They sell for like $10 new like this. It's not going to be that big of a loss if I even lose money, but I just thought it was kind of humorous that I didn't notice. I got so hyped when I thought these were earbuds for $5. Here's another buy that's not particularly great. These are sealed Legos Technics. They were $10. I didn't look them up because if I see sealed Lego like this for $10, I know at minimum they're selling for around $20, and they're not going to go down much further than that because they're Lego. They just hold value. Yeah, unfortunately, these are still pretty new. Amazon's selling them. If I was to sell them right now on Amazon, I would lose $1. But I put this kind of stuff in totes, and somewhere down the road, I'm going to open the tote, I'm going to find it, and I'm going to be like, oh, this is doubled in price because it's discontinued or whatever, and then I'll make some money. I have no problem paying $10 for this and just sitting on it, just because it's Lego. Something else, I'd be pretty upset about, I guess, if I spent $10 like these. But yeah, the Lego, no problem. So here's a couple toys I found in a box. These were 50 cents, and I thought this was Power Rangers Imaginext. This figure is actually from, what is it, Dinosaurs and Cadillacs, or Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Not really worth much at all. Turns out this is Chap May, which I've been coming across some of their toys, and they do okay, actually. I think I can sell this one for, close to $15 even. It's in great condition. I think it does have a sword, though. So, I mean, for 50 cents, there is some profit there. At least $8 profit, I'd say. Here's a great pair of shoes I picked up for $3 at a sale. These things, I don't even know if they've been worn. Nike Zoom Pegasus. Like, look at that. I don't think they've been worn. These things are selling new for around $100. So I think I'm going to be pricing these at least $75. Did I say I paid $3 for these at a garage sale? There was like a plastic swimming pool and there was just a bunch of like kids shoes in there, and I just happened to see these. Kids shoes were $1, adult shoes were $3 unless marked. These weren't marked, so wow, what a great find. This was pretty late in the morning, so yeah, no one picked those up. So here is some Keen work shoes, and they weren't $30. I asked if she would take 25. She said yes. I figured, these things, if worn, are barely worn. They're selling new for about $80, so I think I can make $30 profit on them. Here's a Fujifilm Zoom 60 camera of 50 cents. And this one was selling for about $30, so not bad. They had an old Kodak, like digital 1 megapixel camera next to it for $15, which is worth absolutely nothing. People think these old film cameras are just, no one wants them, but that's just not the case. Certain ones, especially those Olympus Stylus Epics that I've sold for over $100. Certain ones, big money. Here's some media I got at the rummage sale. I don't know what I paid, quarter, 50 cents, Metallica Master of Puppets. I'll lot that with Metallica CDs that I sell. We also got a loose Wii Sports for $2. Not sure what the loose discs are selling for right now. Somewhere between $20, $25. I probably even have an extra case to put this in. And last year I found like probably at least a dozen Wii Sports. Then for $2, I just picked up this Super Swing Golf. I wasn't sure of the value on this one. So it was a Tecmo game, which some of their games can go up in value. They can be rare and not really worth a whole lot. $10 max. Same with this ink. I just picked it up because it was $1. It'll sell for like $10. Easy to list, easy to sell, bring in like $5 profit. I usually don't want to go under $10 profit on stuff, but some things like this, they're just so easy to list and deal with. I don't mind. I didn't know, how much value it was because I didn't look this stuff up at a garage sale. I just grabbed it at $1 because I knew I could at least get my dollar back and make a little bit of money. At Goodwill, to make $5 profit, I might leave something like this. Here is a great find. These were $1 a piece. These are Initial D. This is an anime DVD set. All 14 discs are here. And I think the last collection that sold was $90 plus shipping that I saw. But if you look on Terapeak, there's some more that sold for over $100. I'm probably pricing these about $140 plus shipping because I don't think that the collection's even on eBay right now. I'm pretty sure I didn't see it listed. So having the only set, it just makes the value go up a bit. Since they were $1 a piece, I paid $14. Going to be some great profit on these DVDs. And then finally, I got this Centipede arcade 1-up machine. And this was $25 is the main reason I bought it. It was so cheap. It's in perfect condition, really. Just incredible condition. You can see it's actually working and everything. And I saw it. And I did a quick look up on my phone, and I saw some of these selling for hundreds of dollars, around $300 on Amazon. This one was selling for about $700 new. I'm like, $25, I have to buy it. So I took it, and I don't want to complain, really, because this is a great find, but I just don't want to deal with big items like this right now. I don't want to ship this on eBay. You can take these apart. I don't want to do all that. I might even put this on local sell eBay, even though you have to pay fees and all that. And try Facebook Marketplace. I just don't think anyone local around here is going to be willing to pay up for this unit. We'll see. I'm going to make some money on it for sure. Now, there's a 12-in-1. This one has 4 games in it. But there's a 12-in-1, and I thought, this is not the 12-in-1. It's not going to be as valuable. But this one seems to be a little rare from what I can tell. I think I'm going to put it on eBay to start out like $300 and just, sell it local only. See if there's anyone that bites on it. I'll also put it on Facebook Marketplace for the same price just to see if anyone bites on it. I think these things are very cool. I would probably keep it if it was games that I, was more passionate about, like Mortal Kombat 2 or Ninja Turtles. stuff that I was playing in the arcade. The only problem I have with these is they're just so short. Like, you'd have to sit down, and they do have stools, and the stools are actually big money. $100 plus depending on what stool it is. And I know they come with like the risers to make them taller, like, real arcade cabinets. I don't have space to be collecting these or having these, but if this was a Ninja Turtles 2 one, I'd probably just keep it, right? Find a spot for it, maybe get a riser, but I have no connection with the Centipede really, so I'm just going to sell it. So there it is, everybody. That is the haul for today. Garage sale season, rummage sale season, it's in full swing now. Make sure you're subscribed. There's going to be a lot of videos coming out over the next few months. And we're going to try to beat last year. I found those sealed vintage Ninja Turtles that ended up being collectively worth about $1,600. I don't know if we're going to beat that, but I'm sure going to try. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.